Want to vote in this election but aren't registered in North Carolina? Phoenix 14's Kim Jackson has more on how to have your voice heard if you're an absentee.
Election day is coming up, and for most Elon students, that means submitting an absentee ballot.
I'm registered to vote in New Jersey.
Westboro, Massachusetts. North Carolina.
I'm from Maryland.
Websites like longdistancevoter.org give important information for students who are absentee voting. The site features an interactive map of the United States. Simply click on the state that you are registered in to view upcoming deadlines. 3/4 of Elon students are from out of state. Here are some steps to register as an absentee voter. First, make sure that you are registered to vote. Any out-of-state student can submit an absentee ballot. Next, download and complete the absentee ballot application for your home state from longdistancevoter.org. States differ on the application deadline. For instance, Maryland applications must be received by 4:30 p.m. on the Tuesday before Election Day. Once you get your ballot, sign and complete it. For Maryland voters, the ballot must be postmarked on or before Election Day.
I'm from North Carolina.
Students that are registered in North Carolina are still able to absentee vote. Log on to www.longdistancevoter.org to find out more details. Kim Jackson, Phoenix 14 News Tonight.
It's not an issue on the ballots, but it certainly was on users' minds. If you've experienced trouble with Facebook last week, you weren't alone. The popular social networking site was down for more than 2 hours Wednesday and Thursday. Facebook says Wednesday's problem was due to a third-party network provider, and Thursday's problem was a technical issue. Both were resolved and no other issues have been reported.
The Student Sustainability Council had a town hall meeting. Representatives from eco-friendly clubs met to discuss Elon's future as a green campus. A compost pile, green fun, and cleanup projects are in the works. Elon already has green buildings, the biobus, and reusable water bottles on campus to promote sustainability. Students also looked for other ways to keep the campus green.
I carry around silverware with me in my backpack so that when I go to somewhere that's not a dining hall, that doesn't have like metal fork and knives, I can just reuse my plastic ones.
The Student Sustainability Council continues to explore ways to bring environmental awareness to campus. The federal stimulus package announced in January is bringing a new high-speed rails to North Carolina. And according to the North Carolina Railroad Company, there is a possibility for a stop in Elon. Our Nicole Chadwick spoke with Elon Transportation Representative Elaine Durr to see how this might affect Elon students.
A new train stop could be pulling into Elon.
I think that it would provide students with greater access to some of the larger cities that it would be servicing. You know, it would encourage another form of alternative transportation on campus.
But Elon wasn't always without a train stop. The original Elon depot and stop was shut down in the 1960s, and longtime Elon resident Henry Thiel remembers the bustle around the station.
We were real active back then, Elon was, because of its location where they always had to stop. Most of the trains would stop there then, you know. Very busy town, you know.
Elon may be a busy town once again. The $8 billion economic stimulus money will be used to create high-speed rails across the nation, including the one in North Carolina. A new stop at Elon would give students yet another way of getting around.
I would definitely use a train stop for longer trips. I think it'd be a good alternative, and I think it'd be sort of fun to do that with friends.
A high-speed rail goes twice as fast as a normal train, getting Elon students everywhere they need to go. Nicole Chadwick, Phoenix 14 News.
The stop at Elon still isn't a definite, but the line will run between Washington, D.C. and Charlotte with stops along the way.
Michelle Fledger's friends share memories with her. Find out what this 18-year-old meant to the Elon community after the break.
As many of you know, first-year student Michelle Fledger died Friday while walking to her class at McMichael. Laura Levitt takes a look at the 18-year-old's life and what she meant to the Elon community.
She is beautiful inside and out. She cared about people so much.
Fledger's friends described her as confident and compassionate.
And I was like, wow, she is pretty.
and then started talking to her, and she was just so lively and nice.
Morgan Darcy met Fledger at Adventures in Leadership. She quickly became friends with everyone, including Emily Bird.
And nobody knew each other on the trip, but I remember I just kept staring at this one girl who literally just acted like she knew every single person in the room, and everybody just connected with her.
Fledger was a recipient of the McMahon Scholarship Award. She loved archaeology and history and planned to study both at Elon.
She talked about being a museum curator and like doing little different events for people. She was like really passionate about that.
Even though she was only on campus for 3 weeks, Fledger's friends will remember her smile and her loving personality.
She's the type of person that could like conquer the world.
The Fledger family has opened Michelle's visitation and funerals to friends. The visitation is on Wednesday from 4 to 8 p.m. in her hometown of Hackettstown, New Jersey. Her funeral is the following day at 11 a.m. Elon will provide transportation and lodging for students who want to go to Michelle's funeral. If you're interested, contact Brian O'Shea at boshea@elon.edu by noon tomorrow. The university wants to remind students to finalize plans with their professors before leaving campus.
Find out how the Phoenix fared in their first SoCon matchups of the season.
And a favorite childhood cartoon is celebrating a big birthday. How old is this planet-saving hero? You'll learn just how old after the break.
Soccer, volleyball, and football had their first Southern Conference matchups this weekend. Here's how they did.
Men's soccer beat Davidson 4-1 Saturday. Sophomore Gabe Latigue led the Phoenix, scoring 2 goals against the Wildcats. Women's soccer beat Samford 1-0 Friday, but couldn't catch the Chattanooga Mocs, ending the Sunday game 3-2.
Elon football was in Georgia this weekend, facing off against Georgia Southern. The first half was close, but the Eagles' offense soared during the second half. Elon lost 38-21. Women's volleyball had a strong weekend at home, beating the Samford Bulldogs 3-1 Saturday. On Sunday, Phoenix volleyball kept it up with a sweep of Chattanooga 3-0. That brings Phoenix volleyball 9-8 overall and 2-0 in SoCon play.
Alumni Gym is still under construction, pushing the women's volleyball team to Jordan Gym. Volleyball won't be playing in there for much longer, though. Assistant Director of Media Relations Chris Rash told Phoenix 14 Alumni Gym should be completed early next month. The volleyball team is set to play in Alumni Gym October 8th. Former Elon wide receiver Terrell Hudgens will have his jersey retired this weekend. Hudgens is the 6th Elon athlete to have his jersey retired and just the 4th Elon football player. The ceremony will be before the 1:30 football game this Saturday.
Check out next week's show for full coverage and see what Hudgens himself has to say about the honor.
Don't forget to cheer on the Elon Phoenix this weekend. Captain Planet is a superhero out to save the world, literally, and now he's been doing it for 20 years. Created in the 1990s, the cartoon was an overnight success. It features 5 kids, the Planeteers, each with their own eco-superpower. When they combine these powers, they can summon Captain Planet.
Ironically, the first episode 20 years ago was about oil spills. The last show was produced in 1996, but it has been in syndication ever since. And the captain isn't celebrating alone. Google is celebrating its 12th birthday today as well, so happy birthday, Google.
That's so great. Happy birthday, Google. And that does it for this week's Phoenix 14. Stay up to date on news around campus by following us on Twitter and linking us on Facebook.
And continue to check us out at the website at Phoenix14News.wordpress.com for more news updates. I'm Jasmine Spencer.
And I'm Mallory Lane. Have a great week, Elon.